Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, we continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Leela. We are on chapter 5. We are hearing the glories of Lord Nityananda, who is Balaram himself, and text 52. Vaikuntha Bedya Eka Che Jalanidhi Ananta Apara Taranahika Avadhi. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Surrounding Vaikuntha is a mass of water that is endless, unfathomed, and unlimited. So we were hearing that how the Karana ocean is there. There is the spiritual sky, that there are so many planets in the spiritual sky, the Vaikuntha planets, and then there is the Karana ocean, and on the other side of the Karana ocean is the material world. So, Vaikunthera Prithvi Adi Sakala Chinmaya Maika Bhutera Tati Janma Nahi Haya. The earth, water, fire, air, and ether of Vaikuntha are all spiritual. Material elements are not found there. Here in our material world, our earth, water, air, fire, ether is all material. It's all dead. It's dead. There's no life. If we pick up soil, there's no life in it. Or air, there's no life in it. Material nature appears to be living because it transforms from one form to another, but there is no life in the material elements. But in the spiritual world, everything is spiritual. So it is living, it's not material. Material means unconscious. The matter is unconscious, whereas over there it's all spiritual. So reading on. Chinmaya jala se paramakarana yara eka kana ganga patita pavana. The water of the Karana ocean, which is the original cause, is therefore spiritual. The sacred Ganges, which is but a drop of it, purifies the fallen souls. So the Karana ocean is spiritual. That is where the Karana Dakshay Vishnu is lying down. He's lying down in this water. So of course it is spiritual because his form, he's in the water. And then the Ganges, she came to the earth, to this material world when Vamandev poked a hole, right, into the universe. So where is this water coming from? Coming from this Karana ocean. So Ganges is coming from this Karana ocean. And why is Ganga is the most sacred river? Because she's spiritual. She's spiritual. She washed the Lord's lotus feet. She's coming from the Karana ocean, so she's spiritual. And so that's why she's so worshipable. Seta Karana Nave Se Sankarshana Apanara Eka Amshe Karena Shayana. That in that ocean lies a plenary portion of Lord Sankarshan. So in the Karana ocean is a plenary portion of Lord Sankarshan. So Mahavishnu is an amsh of Lord Sankarshan. Mahatsrashta Purusha Tino Jagat Karana Adya Avatar Kare Maya Ya Ikshana. He is known as the first Purush, the creator of the total material energy. He's the cause of the universes. The first incarnation casts his glance over Maya. So we have been hearing that how Mahavishnu, he lies in this Karana ocean, and then he glances at the material energy. And because of his glance, the material energy is impregnated and the entire cosmic manifestation comes into, it becomes manifest, the activity happens, planets are created, we, the living entities, are put inside this material creation. It's all by the glance of Mahavishnu. He's known as the first Purusha. He's known as the first Purusha. So Maya Shakti Rahe Karana Bhira Bahire Karana Samudra Maya Para Shite Nare. Maya Shakti resides outside the Karana ocean. Maya cannot touch its waters. Karana ocean is spiritual. So the material energy, she's not touching the Karana ocean. She's on the other side. Lord Vishnu is just simply glancing at her. He's just looking at her. Seta Mayara Duivida Avasthiti Jagatera Upadana Pradhana Prakriti. Maya has two varieties of existence. One is called Pradhan or Prakriti. It supplies the ingredients of the material world. So Maya, the external energy of the Supreme Lord, the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is divided into two parts. Maya is both the cause of the cosmic manifestation as the agent who supplies its ingredients. I'm just trying to see, did we read this yesterday? Sorry. No, okay.
No, we haven't read this.
Just briefly touched on it.
Yeah.
So the Maya is the cause, and she's the agent who supplies its ingredients. So this earth, water, air, fire, ether, where it's coming from, these are all the elements of the material energy. Material energy, her name is Maya. Her name is Maya. As the cause of the cosmic manifestation, she's known as Maya, and as the agent supplying the ingredients of the cosmic manifestation, she's known as Pradhan. So she's also called Pradhan. Why she's called Pradhan? Because she has all these elements. Krishna has what Maya is Krishna's, right? She belongs to Krishna. So how is Krishna arranged it? That all these material elements, the senses, the eyes, ears, nose, the earth, water, air, fire, ether, all these are ingredients for cosmic manifestation. And they are in her. They are in her. So an explicit description of these divisions of the external energy is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 21, text 1 to 4. Elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 63, 26, the ingredients and cause of the material cosmic manifestation are described as follows. So Bhagavatam gives us a detailed explanation. We have been reading in Bhagavatam how the universes are created. That Mahavishnu looks at them, material energy, she gets agitated, then with time, everything gets manifested gradually, Mahatattva, the false ego, the mind, the senses, knowledge, everything gets gradually manifested from the most subtle to the most gross. Kalo devam karma jiva svabhavo dravyam kshetram prana atma vikaraha tat sanghato bijaroha pravahas tvan maya isha tan nishedam prapadye. O my Lord, time, activity, providence, and nature are four parts of the causal aspect, Maya, of the external energy. So causal aspect, Maya, the external energy, time, activity, providence, and nature. Time, activity, providence, and nature are four parts of this external energy. Okay, the conditioned vital force, the subtle material ingredients called the dravya, the material nature, which is the field of activity where the false ego acts as the soul, as well as the 11 senses and 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, which are the 16 ingredients of the body. These are the ingredient aspect of Maya. So as we just said, this false ego, the mind, all the senses, the elements, all these are all the ingredient aspect. These are all material. Huh? This is what the material energy is made up of. She is Krishna's energy, and she has these elements. And that's how she's facilitating this entire, she's facilitating the creation of this material world. The body is generated from activity, and activity is generated from the body. just as a tree is generated from a seed, and that is generated from a tree. This reciprocal cause and effect is called Maya. My dear Lord, you can save me from this cycle of cause and effect. I worship your lotus feet. So the point is that this cause and effect is a cause and then there is an effect, is because the body is generated from activity and activity is generated from body. Because of our certain desire, we get a certain type of body. And then in that body, we again do certain type of activity, and then again we get another body. So because this cause and effect. And so the prayer is, my dear Lord, I worship you. I worship your lotus feet so I can get out of this material world. Because we are not the body after all, right? We are the spirit souls. We do not need to keep changing our bodies. Although the living entity is primarily related to the causal portion of Maya, he is nevertheless conducted by the ingredients of Maya. Now, why we are conducted by the ingredients of Maya? Because we want to enjoy these ingredients of Maya: earth, water, air, fire, the senses. We want to enjoy these things. We'll say, oh, I don't want to enjoy earth and fire. But these elements are in their different forms. They take different forms and shapes. You know, for example, if we see anything that we possess, you know, say maybe a car. So what is it made up of? All these different elements. It's taken a shape of a car right now, or shape of clothes, or shape of some possessions that we like, or shape of our house, or, you know, something. So we want to enjoy these things, these material elements. So that's how it's said that we are conducted by the ingredients of Maya. Three forces work in the causal portion of Maya: knowledge, desire, and activity. The material ingredients are a manifestation of Maya as pradhan. So this total energy, total material energy, along with all the ingredients, everything is called pradhan. Pradhan. In other words, when the three qualities of Maya are in a dormant stage, they exist as prakriti, avyakta, or pradhan. So before the creation means Lord Vishnu is not yet agitated Maya Devi. Everything is lying dormant. When everything is lying dormant, it's called pradhan, because the material ingredients are there, but the activity has not started. The modes of nature are there, everything is there, but because the Lord has not yet looked at the material energy, the manifestation has not yet started. The word avyakta, referring to the non-manifested, is another name of pradhan. In the avyakta stage, material nature is without varieties. Varieties are manifested by the pradhan portion of Maya. The word pradhan is therefore more important than avyakta or prakriti. So pradhan is because everything is in there. The raw materials are there. It's not yet just taken form and shape. Is that okay? A bit technical, but it's just trying to explain to us in detail more, what is this Maya Devi? What is all this material world that we are so attached to? It is made up of these elements. One aspect is this elements, another is the mode of nature, you know, and then time, it has its deteriorating effect on the time, and then we do different activities, and that's what keeps us here then in this material world. Okay. So, are there any comments? Any questions?
No.
Okay. So thank you so much for listening in and joining me. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.